guys, so thanks for being here. So I hope everybody's doing well. We're going to take a look and see what are the good things that are headed your way. Okay, so these are whatever it is out there that could be in your future that you may be unaware of, or maybe this is something that you've been trying to move towards. Some kind of goal perhaps that you've had in mind, just what blessings are coming your way. So I have 3 piles to choose from. The first pile here, this is the Ethereal Visions Tarot. And then pile 2, this is the Awakened Tarot. And then pile 3, this is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. So timestamps for all this will be down below. Also, there's a little bit of a intro or meditation after the intro. If you want to take a deep breath, focus on which pile you feel most drawn to. And sometimes we feel more drawn to 2 piles, or there's 1 pile, we can't really decide. If that tends to happen, it could be that there is a small message, or maybe a different perspective that you're needing to see, or perhaps even someone else's situation that's very close to you, that maybe there's advice there that you can give or something to that nature, okay? So take that how it resonates, and timestamps for everything will be down below, and I will see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose the Ethereal Visions Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So let's see what blessings are coming towards you. We're going to start, and I haven't used these in quite some time, so this is exciting. These are the Fairy Wisdom Oracles, and I'm going to start by pulling a few of these to see if we can get an overall look, perhaps at where you are right now, and the energies that you're going to be moving in towards when this comes towards you. Okay, so you kind of know where you are when this blessing is headed your way, if that makes sense. Well, hold on now. These cards are excited. I haven't used them in a while. They're like, yes, finally. Okay. So pile 1, we want to know where pile 1 is energetically right now. At this time that they're getting this reading, where is pile 1 right now? Y'all got 2 cards that came out, okay? We have fairies, and then we also have, this is the number 20, and then we also have number 35, Summer Dragon. Okay, so I'm also going to look at the keyword. These all have a keyword to them. I know this one here is the Spirit Realm. I'm not sure about the Summer Dragon, so let me take a look at it real quick. Now, this one here is number 20, which is Judgment in Tarot. And it's funny the way that she has her hand up to the kind of more of the darker, what would you call that, a dragon? It looks like a hummingbird. Like a butterfly hummingbird. That's what that looks like. Okay, so number 35, Summer Dragon, says the keyword is sunny. So, sunny side up. I just heard in my head. There's actually a song called Sunny Side Up by the Surfaces that's coming to mind. Keep my sunny side up. It's like you're in this place where you're trying to possibly keep your head up. You see how the 2 of them are facing each other? So there could be another person here perhaps. The spirit realm here with fairies, it's like you may be going through some not so great times. Like you're going through some darker times at this stage in your life right now. You're not in the best place that you want to be, but you're trying to keep your head up here. Number 20 is though like facing judgment, you know, so it's like you're facing where you are, and it's maybe where you just have to be at this time, or you're facing your shadows perhaps for some of you, or you're facing yourself, right? Judgment is when we're called to judgment. We're called to face ourselves. But we face ourselves knowing that there's going to be this cleanse that takes place, you know, like it's like a baptism that takes place, a renewal of yourself. With the spirit realm here, it's like an understanding of this renewal. And this sunny side up here, you know, I keep saying that now. 35, so 30 or 3 is about expansion and growth, and 5 is about that change that's going to take place, right? So it's like you're trying to keep your head up here. You're facing the reality. You're facing judgment. You're wanting this renewal. And something to do with summertime here could be relevant, like changing of the seasons, right? Or that you're just trying to keep a overall... Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this card. There's 4 butterflies here. Four is about security and safety. The 4th house is Cancer energy. So that might be relevant, but it is about, you know, the emotional self, your emotional self, how you feel. So it's like you're trying to maintain a certain type of feeling, even though you're going through what it is that you're going through. You know, you're trying to maintain this feeling of positivity. I mean, for some of you, that's just it. It's like trying to remain positive here. Don't get discouraged, you know. There's something too about you making these changes. Because number 2 is about decisions. So it's like making certain changes in your life. Some of you have probably made some big changes in your life, and maybe it's not going the direction that you want, or it's like, I have to do this for myself, or I have to face myself in some kind of way. I am where I am, and that's where I'm meant to be at this time. But you know that a change is going to happen. So let's see what blessings are coming towards you. Ooh, that came right out very quickly. Look at there. There's the change. The change is coming. Tattoo fairy. So that could be relevant here for some of you. Maybe you're getting a new tattoo. But tattoos are permanent. Well, not these days, I guess, right? You can always go get those removed. But it reminds me of something that's permanent. But it's also something, you know, there's, it's almost like wearing a badge, or it's like, being creative in yourself as well, you know, creating something, honoring yourself. It's like this. When you get a tattoo, it's painful, but, you know, as far as I see them, I have meanings to all the ones that I have. So it's like there's a meaning behind the pain that you've experienced and the changes that you're going through. And the blessing I feel like that's coming is that something here is going to be permanent in some kind of way. But let's see what the key word of this is. So yes, a change is coming. The change is going to happen. And it's going to leave something that's going to leave a huge impression on you here. We have labeling. That's the key word to this card, which makes sense with the tattoos. So there may be something to do with a title or a label, like you've gone through a hard time here, but you have this title now, or this label on something. Something is permanent here. You know, it reminds me of like going through school and getting your degree, and even though that's tough and difficult, facing yourself, facing the hardships of that, trying to remain positive, and now you have this outcome here where you've created this title here for yourself, or this badge like of honor, or something that's here. So yeah, things will be changing. That change that you're waiting for is going to happen here for you, and it's going to be something that is a permanent thing, something that's going to stick, right? Okay, so let's see what else we need to know about the blessing that's coming. So that's going to look a little different for all of you, what that is. You know, that can be in any area of your life. You could have even been trying to relocate, and that's been something that's been, you know, difficult for you to go through, but you've remained positive here that it's going to work out. And then maybe even a time period of waiting, like maybe you've had to wait something out. Making something stick is something that I'm seeing here, okay? Okay, what blessings are coming towards... The cards, I love it when they act like... Look at it, what it is. It's the 8 of Wands, which is the fastest, like, moving energy, right? So it's funny that that's the card that came out, like so explosive. And then you have another wand here, which is wands are the quick moving energy. They're fire, you know. So you may have some Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius here, or you may have that in your chart somewhere. This is just the energy that's coming in. That Ace of Wands in reverse, though, it's almost like it's something that maybe you tried to get off the ground that didn't quite get off the ground before. Whatever this is, it could be an idea. It could be just, I feel like an idea, but it could be a false start here perhaps, or being even just wore out, you know, about something. It's going to change, and it's going to change very quickly here. It's going to progress. It's going to move forward. Fast, swift, forward movement. Maybe also even communication here. So I do feel like this is a change that's going to happen very quickly for you. All of a sudden. This is like you sat here and you waited and you waited and you waited, and then all of a sudden, there it is. You have a Five of Pentacles in reverse. That's always good to see. That means that you are moving in the right direction. You've waited for this change. The 5 here again is that number of change. So for some of you, this has to do with maybe communication or traveling, or ready to get something off the ground, and it's taking longer than you wanted it to. But you've been continuing to invest, to spend time on this, to work hard on this, and then you have to kind of sit back and wait for it to grow, wait for it to get to that place that you want. And here you see it's getting to that place you want. So wherever you're feeling lack right now is what's going to change in your life. Whatever you've been working on is something that's going to change here. The direction that you've been wanting to go into, it's right here. At 5 of Pentacles, this could even be financially getting out of a tough situation, right? Because you have this these pentacles here, but when this is in reverse, it's having a positive change take place, and that's what we're talking about. Give me one more. Can't wait to get some clarifiers. The 7 of Swords in reverse. So this could be like something that you dealt with that you thought was somewhat deceptive, or you had to be very strategic, or perhaps it was something that you were just unsure about altogether. But this is like getting, turning over a new leaf, changing your ways, or someone changing their ways, you know, seeing a different side here to the situation, on the other side of the hurdle. It's something that's there. Okay, so let's dive a little deeper here. Let's see what the Ace of Wands in reverse is about. You have the Star in reverse. So there's that wish, that desire that you've had. This could have to do with healing as well, you know. You've been trying to heal a situation, but you just can't get it quite off the ground. You've had this dream that you've been having, but you just can't. It's just like you've had some false starts there. It's having a hard time making something a reality that you desire. So why is the 8 of Wands here? There's a lot of communication, perhaps. You have the 3 of Wands, so distance could be relevant here. This is about travel and communication. So that could be something that's here that's coming in. This is also a card of waiting, you know, like you've done you've made the change, you've put in the work, you've communicated, you've done all the stuff, right? And now you're waiting to get that in return. For some of you, could be waiting for this, waiting for things to move forward. Still waiting here, you know. Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? The Tower in reverse. Yeah, this is picking up the pieces. This is that shadow part that's there, right? Scorpio energy here. You have Aquarius as well. Whatever you feel like in your life has been a tower moment for you, like there was some kind of destruction that took place there that you've been trying to rebuild back up, like get back to where you once were, or get back to a stable place. You've put a lot of time, a lot of energy into this. This is what you've been waiting for, and this is the change that's coming. This is the blessing here that's coming. And it's like you're starting to understand why things unfolded like they did after this communication or this travel or this comes in the way that you're asking. And for some of you, you may have even had a wish that you were wanting that didn't take place. And now you're seeing that that actually in itself was a blessing in disguise. But definitely the Tower in reverse is what you want to see, because it's whatever's transpired, you're picking up the pieces from that, okay? The Five of... This for some of you could be financially too. Like you've been waiting here for the payoff, and I think that you're going to receive that. It may not be as this is going to sound weird, and this is not everybody's message, but it may not be like a whole lot at one time, but it is going to be significant, if that makes sense. See the 7 to the 5? So it's like you've been waiting for the 7, but you get the 5, but it's a start. It puts you in a good place, right? So you can kind of relax, and you don't have to be so strategic at how you handle your money, you know, something like that. Why is the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse? Or you don't have to be so strategic at how you do things. It's just a feeling of, okay, I can relax a little bit now. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here in reverse? What is this about? It's this positive change. The 10 of Pentacles, yeah, wow. This is about your foundation, your security. Whatever it is that you've been wanting to secure is what's going to have the positive change take place. This is securing a foundation. This could be like your Pentacles, your money, your home, career. This could be family even. Something that is going to stick, be permanent right there, like I was talking about before. So why is the 7 of Swords in the reverse, which is also the change, right? The 8 of Pentacles in reverse. That's just what I said. That's pretty cool. The 8 of Pentacles in reverse is taking a break. You know, whew, man, okay, I can take a break from this. So give me one more card for that. The 6 of Pentacles. It has to do with giving, or someone giving to you, or equal give and take in some way. The 6 of Pentacles is like also being generous. So it's like a fairness comes into play. And it's the fairness that you've been wanting, you've been waiting, you've been looking for, you've been working for. That's what's the blessing here that's coming towards you. Fairness. This could be like someone seeing you in a different way, you seeing someone else in a different way here with that 7 of Swords in reverse. Like taking a break from having to be so strategic or having to be so calculated with the way that you do things. It's just like things start to balance themselves out. You have the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8, and then you go to the 10. So there may be others that are affected by this. It may not be something for some of you that's completely independent. It may be something that it affects other people in some way, or someone else's security or stability in some way. But it is definitely something generous. It is definitely a positive shift. And it's definitely something that you've been waiting on. And it's something that's going to stick. It's something that's permanent. Okay. Let's see what the 3 of Wands is with that 8 of Wands. Can you tell me about that? It's the Lovers in reverse. So some of you, this is maybe a relationship that's lacked peace or harmony in some way. For others of you, this is moving on from a relationship, even if you've been trying to do that and you've been struggling there. For others of you, this can be, if this has to do with just yourself, it's something that you've been putting a lot of effort and time into that you really love. You really, like, this is what you really want. And you've been waiting for that shift to take place. You've been standing there waiting for the shift to happen. And it's like an energy of where you're trying not to lose hope in that. Or you're trying not to let outside things like affect the way that you feel about what it is that you want. You know, you've stayed dedicated to this thought or idea, or you've stayed in a place to where you don't want to lose your hope. Because the Star in reverse is like lost hope, you know, that something is going to be able to get off the ground, basically, or that idea is going to work, or whatever that is. For a lot of you, this looks like a relationship and stability being here. Okay. What's the Tower in reverse, though? What is that about? The High Priestess in reverse. There could have been something that, Pisces energy, Gemini's here as well. There could have been something here that came out into the open, some sort of karma, some sort of something maybe about yourself, something about someone else. There's some sort of, maybe some sort of deception that was here. You have that Seven of Swords, so that could be it as well. That was tied up into a tower moment that was taking some time here, but there's patience that's on top of this as well. With the Seven of Pentacles is like when you figure out what you want and what you're in alignment with, and you plant those seeds, but you have to wait for that to grow. So putting something back together is something here that takes some time, especially when this is something that has perhaps maybe you've been keeping quiet, or you've been keeping to yourself even, having patience with the situation. But for some of you, this was something that came out was exposed in some way. What is this about? Not High Priestess in reverse. The Page of Swords in reverse. It could have been some sort of message, a lack of information. Maybe you neglected to tell someone something, or they neglected to tell you the full truth, you know. Page of Swords is like when there's undelivered promises. That could have been something that's there. Maybe there's a promise that you couldn't keep, or someone couldn't keep. Information being withheld. This can also be like being wrongfully accused in some way. That's interesting. Allowing patience and time, you know. What is the Ten of Pentacles here? The Two of Wands in the reverse. This is, you've been afraid of the future, basically. It's like fear of the choice that you make, or fear of the choices that you're making, or fear of someone else's choices even. It's also like, what am I going to do if this doesn't work out? That kind of feeling is there. And this is what's going to be shifting. Remember, this is the blessing that's coming, is you're going to be able to just kind of, this is going to be a relief. You're going to be able to take a big, big breather here. This has really been something that's been laying on you too for a while. What kind of energy will they be moving? These cards are all over the place. We have the Hermit. So doing some introspection here after this shift takes place. It's also about rest, the Hermit. And we see that here, like finally peace of mind, right, and rest. But I mean, with this new beginning or new change that takes place, it does give you a time to rest, but it also puts you into a state of, okay, now what? And you go in within, do some introspection, or find, you know, what your purpose is from the whole situation. You kind of sit with what has happened and where you are now, so that you can figure out where do I move forward from here? That's Virgo energy, by the way. You have the Six of Wands. Maybe keeping some things to yourself is something that's here. Or being public or out in the open. Keeping some things to yourself until you... King of Cups. This is emotional stability. Give me one more. Five of Wands in the reverse. This is like keeping something here to yourself, doing some introspection to see if you want to express something or give someone recognition, or if you're going to get the recognition. Building on your emotions, or being emotionally stable here and making amends. What's going to come with this blessing here with the, let's see what the Hermit is. So this basically what I'm looking at now is after the blessing takes place, the shift happens, the positivity, positive shift takes place. What's going to happen with you? Where are you going to be at afterwards, right? So you have that Hermit here. Come here. Two of Cups in reverse. So thinking about what has transpired, thinking about maybe a relationship, or thinking about a lack of trust, or thinking, just a lot of thinking going on here about what it is that you want. For some of you, this is maybe a disconnect. For some of you, this is a reconnection. So I don't know where you sit with that. It's whatever you wanted here, okay? So why is the Six of Wands in the reverse? There's the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, this is about doing some introspection, about looking at now what you've built or what you have here, maybe even with someone with that Two of Cups. This could even be like a contract, right? Whether or not this is something, recognizing here that you want something stable, or this is the new beginning that you desire. It's like you're reanalyzing after the shift takes place. And now you're looking at the Ace of Pentacles. You're looking at something differently. So before you had an Ace of Wands, and now you have an Ace of Pentacles. So there's something here that's more stable, which I feel like is what you desired with this tattoo, you know, permanent energy that's there. Why is the King of Cups here in that Scorpio energy? The Five of Cups in reverse. This is getting past the regrets, getting past the disappointments, and getting to a stable place. This could be with someone, you know, getting past the disappointments and why something transpired in the way that it did. You can, it's like with the breather that you have, you're able to really do some good introspection about why something occurred to begin with. Now that you're on the other side of it, you're not holding on to this here, the Five of Cups. You're more emotionally stable. So you're looking at it through a lens of being more mature, like a more mature lens of looking at it. Because we have a hard time looking at things when we feel disappointed, we feel like we've made mistakes, or we feel like there's been mistakes made, or we feel like regret, loss, all these, you know, the Five of Cups. I mean, look at him. He's just drank himself crazy here because he's just sad and upset and everything else. In reverse, it's like, okay, this is time to pick myself up and get over this and be emotionally stable here in this so that I can move forward, right? And you have 555 here with the Tower. So there's definitely was some sort of Tower moment that you're getting past. Why is the Five of Wands in the reverse? The Ten of Wands in reverse. That's the change. So if you've been confused, conflicted, or whatever, this is like the shame, the burden, this is all the stuff that we just talked about, perhaps that you've been carrying around, like maybe because something, you spent time and energy on something that wasn't working in the way that you wanted it to, perhaps, you know, all that stuff that you've been carrying around with you throughout this whole entire situation is what's going to change. A big change is going to happen here for you. And you're going to feel a great deal of relief with this change. Tell me about that Two of Cups in reverse. There's definitely a new beginning here, but this is like keeping something to yourself. So I don't think you're being like super expressive about this. Six of Cups is here. So there's soulmate energy here. Definitely this could have been a relationship for some of you. Like a lack of peace in a relationship that you cherish or you've had for a long period of time. The Six of Cups is like when you've known someone for a long time. For some of you, this could even be a child here that you've been carrying a weight around because you have children and something's not working out, you know. Okay, so what is the Ace of Pentacles? The Five of Pentacles. It's attached to the Five of Pentacles maybe, but it's the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. See how he's looking at the pentacle? He's like, Should I though? Shouldn't I though? Should I though? Shouldn't I though? And it's in reverse, which is the energy of procrastination. So there is this period after this change takes place where you do introspect about the memories or how you feel about what's transpired up until this point, right? And then here, it's like you kind of put something off, or it's like you have an opportunity to have something solid, but you haven't quite made up your mind if you want to take it or not. So I don't know if you're getting this or you're giving this, but you definitely have a hold of something in the future. But it's almost like you're trying to make sure that something's completely gone or released here before you make that decision. Five of Cups. The Well, this is a special card in this deck. It's funny too, you have the Well and the Five of Cups. The emotional self is not the issue here. You do find that sense of stability. But again, I feel like there's this feeling of wanting just to make sure it sticks before you go all in on it. Does that make sense? It's like knowing that when you go into something, you've got to be smart. And this right here with this introspection, it could be past relationships or your past with someone, or it's just in your past. You're thinking a lot about the past, right? And there's some good memories with this. Give me one more card for that. Ten of Swords. You're doing some introspection here because you're thinking about some endings that you may have occurred, or betrayals or things of the past. So even though the positive shift takes place, it's not like you're just jumping into something. You really give this a lot of detailed thought. It's like you're looking at it with every angle. The opportunity for something is there, but you're holding on to it. You haven't took it completely yet because you're still looking to make sure this change is going to stick. You're just being smart, I feel like. Why's the Ten of Wands here? Yeah, the Hanged Man. That's looking at all angles. Pisces energy. This is like releasing the burden or weight of being confused or conflicted, right? And you want to make sure that there's no confusion here. Does this have to do with the decision? It has to do with taking action on something. It's that page of, what's the action? The Eight of Swords. Something you've been in your head about. Like, you don't want to be confused. If you make this decision and you take this action moving forward, you want to make sure there's no confusion here. Like you feel good about it, right? Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's the independent energy. You want to make sure, like, this is going to stick. This is in reverse. The Nine of Cups is like not being happy. So this is like, I need to make sure that I don't do something too quickly. I need to think about this because I don't want to get stuck in my head and then end up unhappy. So all I see here is you looking at every angle, making sure the changes really do stick, being cautiously aware, moving forward so that you don't end up in maybe a position that you have in your past. But you don't want to screw yourself out of an opportunity either, right? Okay. So we landed on the Knight of Cups in the reverse, which is kind of an energy of being a little bit scattered. The King of Pentacles is here, Capricorn. The Six of Swords here is like, it's like, in the way I'm seeing it here with you guys, is when you're wanting to make the transition, but you want to make sure that it's solid and secure, right? You feel vulnerable in this as well. So this is a decision that you make based off of, like, you're leaving yourself vulnerable. So that's why you're doing so much introspection, trying to make sure that it sticks or it's permanent or it's right for you, right? Like, yes, I'm happy now, but is that something that is this gonna last? What's the foundation here? Is it sturdy, right? I don't want to make any quick decisions. The Six of Swords in the reverse is like, I want to make sure that this is solid. I don't want to be carrying around some sort of emotional baggage or confusion or swords in my boat, right? I want to make this transition smooth. The Four of Cups in reverse is, you know, not wanting to repeat the past. That's something that's there. Wanting to make sure this is exactly the direction that you want, right? So basically what this overall reading is about is, yeah, the changes have occurred, the positive change and shift has happened, and it seems to be permanent. It seems to be working out, but I want to be very cautious in making sure that that is the case before I take any kind of swift action towards something that could be a foundation or something solid here for me, right? It's like kind of just like tiptoeing into something or just being cautiously aware. Yeah. So you are going to have the shift that you're looking for. But there's definitely some work that's put into this. Some analyzing that's put into this in order for things to unfold in the best way possible. So let's see what advice that we can get for you. Let's use these. And these ones. Let's do these first. What overall advice? Because I do feel like that after this shift takes place, that's when the advice is going to be the most useful. This could be like a situation where something's short-lived, and you just want to make sure that it's not like a short-lived happiness, right? And then you're back in your head. It's that kind of thing. It's also like dropping something. Like, let's just drop it. If there's a disagreement, conflict, outside influence, if there's something here, this is like, okay, it's time that we let this go, or time that we drop this, right? If that means something to somebody there. Okay. If that made sense. Okay, let's see. What advice do you have for pile 1 about this? Moving forward, what advice do they need? Wisdom of the Magi. And this is the number 5 again. Mental clarity. So it's good that you go into that introspection. It's good that you think about the past and how things transpired in the past so that you're not jumping into something too quickly. I mean, the Hermit is also always necessary and useful. Look at this. Letting go of urgency. And that's the number 19, which is the Sun, which is this card here, right? Sunny side up. Surrender and freedom of time constraints. So November may be important. It is on the calendar here. There's also the number 17 here as well. Number 12 o'clock on the clock, and one of the clocks that I'm seeing here. So yeah, it's focusing and thinking about something completely through before you take some kind of crazy action. Even though it's something that makes you happy, brings you positivity, and you just want to go for it, right? It's saying, letting go of the urgency of something. Breaking yourself free from some kind of time restraint that's here. And just allowing yourself to kind of enjoy the moment, you know, instead of thinking of the next phase, if that makes sense. Number 6, up from the depths, releasing the difficulty. Yep, that's what I'm feeling here. You also have number 43, your eternal spirit, higher self, and sacred intuition. So listening to your intuition is very important here with this. That's that, you know, again, that hermit energy, mental clarity, being very clear and not putting some kind of time restraint on yourself when it comes to releasing the difficulties here, perhaps. But I think that's something that you've been doing, and she's walking right into the sun, right? And that's something we talked about here as well. Releasing the difficulties, not making something be like I have to do this and this and this at this time, and this time, but just allowing things to make sure that they're stable and secure and not putting a time restraint on yourself. Yeah. Healing may be very important here. Like allowing yourself to heal properly could be very important. Especially if this has to do with the relationship here, where there was maybe, you know, it's something that you cherish, but there was some sort of significant painful ending or a lack of harmony here or something like that. Something painful happened here. Allowing yourself to heal from that is really important. It takes some time to release the difficulties of what that caused, you know, and all the different emotions. Not putting a time restraint on that. You know, allowing yourself to be very clear about how you saw that situation so that you can have that stability moving forward. Okay. Now, one more, and then we'll get a postcard from Spirit to close because I'm feeling it today. One more. What advice do you have for pile 1? What advice do you have for pile 1? What advice do you have for pile 1? Divine assistance. And then almost there, it's just popped out as well. Flipped over in the deck, and it's number 20. So you're almost there. You're almost to this point here where there's going to be a break. You're going to catch a break. Okay, your break's coming. You're going to catch a break. So hang in there. You are safe is at the bottom, number 21. So if there has been some sort of ending or there's been some sort of painful situation that you've experienced or something like that, you are safe. That's something that may have had to transpire in order for you to release something or get past a difficulty or get into a whole different type of shift into a whole different perspective or energy. Okay, so it wasn't in vain. That's what I want to say. It says you are protected against lower energies. Trust in the power and protection. No enemy can halt your progress or hinder you. So keep that in mind. And then you also have divine assistance here. Accept the help that the angels are sending you to assist you in your endeavors. You don't have to fight this battle alone. And then you have almost there. You're almost there. Don't give up. If you keep following the same path, you will soon reach your dream goal. So that's definitely that message there for some of you. From earlier. Okay. Postcard from Spirit, and then we'll also get some initials and charms when we close. Postcard from Spirit for pile 1. Postcard from Spirit for pile 1. The blessings that are coming towards them. Hope floats. Stay hopeful with that. Okay. Don't let your past either, you know, don't let your past mess with your future. Yeah, don't get fixated on what happened in the past and allow that to hinder your future in some way. Don't get too stuck in that analysis of things, right? Because then we can create fears that aren't even necessary or helpful or anything, right? And that keeps us stuck. Okay, hope floats. Dearest you, let us ask you, Are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday, moment-to-moment experience, thinking that you'll find happiness out there someday? So many go chasing a magic it out there, but it never could be found. There. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy. And every time you wake up, or even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed inside of you. Joy and happiness and fullness come from doing joy, being joy, knowing it, and cultivating it, and lighting it in your heart so that you can share it. You must know that this, so when the time comes, you will be fully free, and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful, even for tears and loss, for they mean that you've lived, really lived. Jump into all and love every minute. We love you like crazy over here. Spirit's got your back. Okay. So, let's see. We have the wing here, so don't let anybody keep you from flying. Don't let anybody keep you from flying. Yeah. Don't let anything, I just want to say this past energy again for some reason. Don't let your past keep you from believing in your future. You have the crow here, so seeing a higher perspective, seeing the bigger all over picture. Sometimes it's good to be in the moment, in the present moment, but it's also beneficial in some circumstances, like perhaps when you're having a significant shift take place, to take a look into the future, because you can look into the future in a higher perspective of what could be, so that you know what you want to manifest, right? So that you know what possibilities there are. And that is also where you can find joy and fulfillment and goals and all the things that you feel like that you want in your life. You know, that's where you figure that out. Where do I go next? What could happen next, right? But just make sure you're looking at all the angles. That's important. You have the sword, so a hard truth is something that's here. I just heard a hard truth to swallow, but that's something that's definitely here. There's a black sword she's holding right here, so divine assistance. Maybe there was someone that assisted you in some way, or you just something happened here in some kind of way that was hard, or hard truth, but it was an essential. Okay, so then you have the green dragon. This is what I was talking about before about, see how the dragon's sitting, and usually dragons are fire, and this is green, which is the color of the heart chakra. So it's like sitting on those big emotions that you feel, just being cautious before you just go like blowing smoke or blowing fire at everybody, right? It's just like trying to keep from rushing into things is something that's there. You have an F and an L. I just heard, in my head, I just heard F, love. So if that's for some of you, I mean, maybe. Also, I want to say the flow or forever love could be that as well. You know, definitely never give up on love. But I mean, we do that from time to time, of course, right? I've been there where you're like, you know what? I don't even want it anymore. I'm not even interested. And that's okay too, because we always tend to focus on ourselves when that's the case, and that's always beneficial. But okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness, of course. If you're interested in my membership that I just opened, information for that's down below as well. Good luck to you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Hey, Pal 2. So if you chose the Awakened Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So we're going to start with a few fairy wisdom oracles so that I can get an overall look at what your energy will be in when this blessing comes in, okay? But I'm going to pull several cards because I also want to see where your current energy is. That way you know that, you kind of know that this is your reading. But the timelines may be a little bit different for everybody, so keep that in mind. So if you feel like you're leaning towards this, Wild Violet, number 59. So this is supposed to be your current energy. So there's some kind of change that you're going through. Some kind of change that you're going through where you feel like you have to wrap up something, or you have to maybe wrap up loose ends, or kind of just close a cycle out. Okay, so the Wild Violet is actually romance. And it says, write yourself a love letter. This says it may be time to perk up a current love affair, or to welcome a new one into your life. And so I think for some of you, that might be where you're at here currently, where you're thinking about this. I feel like there's been some significant change that you've experienced here when it comes to romance, or you're wanting that. And I think that you're trying to kind of let go or wrap up some sort of chapter here or cycle, so that you can move towards what you want. Either that's, something new perhaps for some of you, or it could be some sort of renewal here. So making some decisions is something that's here. Trying to decide maybe perhaps what it is that you want. And you've gone through recent changes lately that's caused you to want to think about this. Okay. Or pushed you to this closing, right? Like it's time for a change is what I'm feeling here. So tell me about, what is their energy going to be in when this blessing comes in, or when this good thing comes towards pile 2? What kind of energy will they be feeling at that time? Autumn. So that's also a timeline there for you guys. Number 43. I'm going to see what the key word is here on this. So you see the 3 pumpkins. It reminds me of the 3 of Pentacles. And then you see the wind here, like a change in the wind. Autumn always, of course, is like that shedding of the old, so that you can make room for the new, which is the same thing that we're talking about here. So you're still kind of in this energy, but maybe some time has gone by to where there's some sort of commitment, or committing to yourself, or committing to something here. This could be working something out, working with someone, or you're just kind of focused on committing to yourself at this time, allowing for the change to come in. So you made some decisions, you're wrapping up some loose ends, starting a new cycle, and there's a commitment in your future here of what it is that the decision here that you're making. So you're in a place of wanting some change, wanting to release when this blessing comes in, okay? So let's see, number 43, that's about releasing. So that's makes sense, right? It says in the autumn, the fairies dash about, checking to make sure that all the leaves are falling. Sometimes a leaf needs a little nudge, and the fairies are happy to oblige. So follow the wind today. So yeah, you're in this place to where maybe you're needing to take action towards closing out this last bit of whatever cycle here that you've experienced, or where you are, so that you can, and you've made this like commitment to yourself, So let's see what the blessing is. What's the blessing coming towards pile 2? What's the good thing that's coming towards pile 2? The fire dance fairy. Number 33. So you have 333 here. Could be relevant for somebody. 3 is a number of, well, body, mind, and soul comes to mind. So it's like balance here. Balance of an understanding of which direction perhaps you need to take is the blessing that's coming in. I think that you're going to come into balance, and there's some healing here as well. And it's going to put you in a place of action. Okay, now I know what to do. Okay, now I have this clarity here There's fire energy, so Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, but you could just be moving into a place of direction and fire and inspiration. You know, something here is this inspiration here, or this understanding comes into full effect. This is like Knight of Wands energy. So that Sagittarius energy is really important, which is November and towards the end of November, towards the end of December. Or that could just be significant for you. Could be a Sagittarius or have that in your chart. But it represents an understanding. And I feel like that this understanding is going to put you in a place of action and knowing what to do. Okay, now I know what to do. So you're gaining some sort of clarity here, and that's the blessing. Okay. Bottom of the deck here, I want to keep this out. It's the Moon Dragon. And it's the number 13, which is about death and tarot, about, you know, a death and a rebirth. So with the ending here, you have a new beginning. You have this like Phoenix energy here. The moon is all about Pisces and Cancer energy. Also, that always reminds me, those two together with the moon, and the kind of the way I'm seeing this transition here is you've put the kind of where you put the more of the unknown things and then nurtured those unknown things, like nurtured the mystery of something. And that is what's going to also be significantly changing here for you. There's no longer going to be perhaps a mystery of something in your life, to where now you can finally release that, go through that process of shedding whatever that was, whether it's just a chapter in your life, a cycle, whatever this is. Romance here for some of you is just, and it doesn't mean it's just a cycle in romance, perhaps, you know, but it definitely is what's overall coming in that's going to help you to find your fire here in your direction. It's almost like I needed to know this so I knew which direction to take, and now that I know which direction to take, I'm on fire. I'm like ready for it. Okay, now I know, you know. It's like you needed another perspective or someone else to make a decision or something like that in order to gain this understanding or this guidance, in order to know what choice to make for yourself. Tower moment. Empress in reverse. Scorpio, Taurus, and Libra energies. So something's coming into balance, and it has to do with, it could be something that you feel like can't grow anymore, or there's this like awakening to why something isn't growing, perhaps. Or understanding, because we did talk about that, having an understanding here that you need to release something or let something go, or perhaps why something's not growing. It's like this. It's like if the Empress went out to her garden and she had planted seeds, it's like they're starting to all grow, but she's looking at them all and she's going, okay, well, this one didn't grow very well, and this one grew great, you know, and this one did this. And it's like you are being awoken to the fact of why the seeds that you were planting, or the seeds that were planted in some way, either can't or aren't growing. This is the understanding that you're going to come into that's going to put you in the direction that you need. Okay. Also, this violet color, you know, it's that crown chakra you have here as well. So, yeah, you've worked yourself through that moon energy, the illusions and the mystery of things and everything else, and you're seeing now the other side to it. And for some of you, there could be a divine feminine masculine energy. You could have had someone around you that's made a profound effect in this in some way. Because you have the sun and the moon here. Okay. What is the good things that are coming towards? Oh, I saw the Ace of Wands. You have a Knight of Swords here in the reverse. That's some Queen of Cups here in reverse. Something here is going to light you on fire. Fire dance here. This is, look at this, like quickly moving towards a Queen of Cups here, Cancer energy. You have someone here quickly moving towards someone in a more, there's this more of fire energy here, so like a more of a aggressive way, right? With that Knight of Swords in reverse, needing to understand something is here as well. And you come back to this, like what it is that you need to nurture, or with this Queen of Cups, just like the Empress, the Queen of Cups is very loving and nurturing and caring and supportive, you know, all the emotional parts. That's what she embodies. So like if you went to have a conversation with the Queen of Cups, she would be the listener. She would be the one to sit there and tell you what, or listen to what you have to say and empathize with you. In reverse, she's closed off or very protective. So let's see what this is about, this good thing here. Four of Swords. There's the Empress. She's back. There's that Three of Pentacles. There's the Knight of Swords here. Two cards I pulled. There's the Death. And there's the Page of Wands. So that is a message. That's a message that changes everything. That is a message that changes everything. It's an action as well. So there's some sort of action. This is the inspiration. This is the fire that causes the change. Something here is inspiring you to go after something, like in a quick, like needing kind of way, like I need to do this, that kind of a way. And it wanting to cause some change, wanting something to transform or become a little, you know, different here. So you're being inspired to change because of this blessing. Why is the Queen of Cups in the reverse? The Three of Cups in the reverse. So someone may be closed off here to a relationship or a reunion, or someone could be emotionally kind of very guarded when it comes to a relationship here, and you know, over the need to protect themselves. There could also be something to do with outside interference or gossip or something like that could be somewhat of an issue. What's the Four of Swords in the reverse? Ace of Cups in the reverse. There's something here that causes you to reevaluate a relationship or expressing yourself. This can be a blocked relationship, right, as well. Tell me about the Empress in reverse. Look at that. There's your divine masculine and feminine energy. I mean, that is so crazy, right? I mentioned it here. Here it is. Some of you, this has to do with your understanding why you haven't been able to process or make something grow. Why something hasn't been going in the right direction. And it has to do with, if this is just you, you know, it's about not being able to, like, now I understand that the reason I haven't found the person that connects with me is because I've needed to change, or it's because I haven't seen myself as being worthy, you know, even. Now, there's another story to this, so stick with me here. Let's see what the Three of Pentacles is. There's the Tower. Let's just take a second to breathe this in. Why not? So sorry about the slurps. I did not mean to do that, obviously. This is crazy, right? What a crazy spread. So there's the Tower. So we're talking about what good things are coming towards you here. You do have a Tower moment because there's going to be some sort of willingness to work this out, or willingness to commit, or some sort of final decision that's here, okay? This is the wake-up call. This is the Tower moment. This is how things come towards you. this tower moment is somehow worked out. This would be like the tower. It's like, look at this. The tower's going down, you know. It's going to crash and burn here. And then you have this the Three of Pentacles here, which is saying like, no, we got this. It's okay. It's fine. We've built this. This is a good tower. This is a good foundation. We built this strong. We can figure this out. Anyways, it's kind of funny to me. So we're talking about love in a relationship, I feel like, for most of you. You have your divine counterpart here. You have a need or a want to reunite. But there's some guarded energies here emotionally. Taking swift action to come towards someone and being inspired to change is something that's here. Reevaluating the relationship, reevaluating expressing yourself. Give me more. Tell me more. And you have that tower that's there as well, you know. You have the death and the tower. It's both this Scorpio, this Mars, this fire energy that's coming in. You have Aries there as well. Somebody may be guarded because of someone else or a third party. Or what's going on with that Three of Cups? The Seven of Cups. Someone's been somewhat emotionally confused here about whether or not they can trust someone. Also, someone may be guarded because they felt like they were an option, or they felt like someone chose a different direction here. So there's definitely someone in your future, or the blessing here that's coming towards you, depending on where you are here with this timeline, that is guarded here because of this. Feeling disconnected, feeling like they can't trust the other person, feeling like the other person had options or they chose something else. There's just an emotional confusion here. So this Queen of Cups is kind of guarded. She's protecting her heart. There's someone here that's coming in, being inspired to take action when it comes to that, wanting to have a change, wanting things to be different. You have the Four of Cups in reverse. So reevaluating the emotions, the relationship. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups. Two cards I pulled. There's some more, another four here. And the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So there's been like this progression. You have 1, 4 here too. So there's been like this want to have a new beginning and have some kind of sense of security or stability. But there's been like this progressive thought, okay? Definitely a lot of, I want to say Virgo energy. There's a lot of thinking that's going on here. Some analyzing that's going on here. Someone has felt like that they made the wrong choice. The Four of Cups is when you're looking at these three cups, we have those here. And there's the Ace of Cups right here that Spirit's handing this person. But they're sitting here on the tree looking at these three cups with their baggage, right? So because she's doing that, she's passing this Ace of Cups here by. She's not seeing it. She's not taking it. And someone needed to see a new perspective to this, which I think is what you're getting or someone's giving, okay? And there's this overthinking, reevaluation that's going on about this relationship. Seeing a new perspective to that, which leads to ultimately this working through something or commitment. So let's see what that's about. Tell me about the Empress. If I get the Lovers, that's going to be crazy. Tell me about the Empress in reverse with that Emperor in reverse, please. The Eight of Wands in reverse. This is an argument. This is definitely back and forth, okay? So this is like going back and forth with someone, quick firing communication back and forth here with someone. Someone that you have, either you've known them for a long time, they've had a significant change in your life in some way, shape, or form. This is someone that you could see as a divine counterpart, like I said, but you're going back and forth, this frustration that's here with this back and forth communication, or the progress of something moving forward, or the direction of something going, the way something's going. Judgment, making a judgment call. There's that Scorpio energy again. So this can be like blaming other situations, blaming other things. This is like blaming each other here. It's almost like you have to go through this conflict or waiting period. Tower and the Three of Pentacles. There's that Temperance. Didn't I mention that earlier? Balance. Sagittarius energy. That Sagittarius energy here in reverse. So the blessing that's coming towards you is that whatever happens here, like I said here, whatever destruction kind of takes place, you're going to see it as how that's actually worked out. It's like the tower coming down, and they come in and they're like, no, we can fix this. This is something that's just, part of your foundation, and we can get people in here to help, level this back, that kind of a thing is there. So working out a situation that is frustrating or that is very imbalanced, working out a place of finding peace. See how you just dip your toe in? He's like dipping his toe in here. So it's like being frustrated. So to be honest with you guys, this is a feeling I'm feeling. It's like you're not getting exactly what you really desired here in the way that you want it, but you do work something out. But it is this feeling of something taking time, needing time, and just dipping your toe into like working something out or a commitment. There's this period that goes back and forth of this waiting that's here because there's this constant kind of reevaluation of a relationship or expressing yourself in some way. And this definitely is a back and forth, with one another. Both kind of wanting to give each other their point of view about what judgment call to make, whether or not there's going to be some sort of renewal or you can trust a situation with that judgment there. So tell me, what's the Seven of Cups here? Wait, what is the Death? I don't think I did that. Wow. That's the question I needed to ask. So the Devil would be attachment. It could also be like you have Capricorn and Libra energy here with Justice in reverse, right? It could be a fear. So there could be some kind of like, how do I explain this in a simple way? Sympathize it, Holly. Which is hard for me to do if y'all haven't noticed. There's definitely maybe a fear over something not being fair or imbalanced or right that someone here is wanting to change. Make sense? It's like someone sitting in this energy, like being anxious or afraid that maybe even they're making the wrong choice or something's not fair or something's not just or imbalanced. And it's been keeping someone stuck, and it's like, I need to take action here with this. This can also be like something here that's toxic, that's not fair, that you're needing to make fair, or you're needing to make peace with. So you have to take the initiative here to make the change happen in order to get justice, What's the Seven of Cups here? There's the Lovers. Gemini energy. So it did come out. So yeah, I mean, this is about choice, someone making a choice. You may make someone else, or someone may just be emotionally confused about choosing the wrong thing. if there's a lack of trust here with this. Why is the, tell me more about Temperance. Okay. Yeah, the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is, again, someone that's frustrated because they're not getting their way here. And that's that Sagittarius energy there again. Now, can be someone that's very scattered, like all over the place, like hot and cold. And it's funny because I had a squirrel out my window, you know, in the beginning of your reading. And I'm always trying to interpretate that into the reading, of course. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So there's a need for stability, which we talked about up here. Wanting to offer someone or wanting to come in here, express your desire for this stability and wanting to do that right. But there's this very slow moving energy here around this. Slowly kind of releasing the truth or releasing the, someone may have been disappointed here or confused or conflicted about how they felt. Like they were holding on to some kind of conflict or some kind of baggage here, and it kept them from being able to move on from something completely. And this could be in someone's past as well, so they're trying to go slow because of that. But here, this is a very scattered energy, chaos and confusion and being very frustrated here. So whatever this is that happens, it's almost like an argument that takes place, but with that argument becomes an ability to work it out. You know, the Three of Pentacles, working it out. But someone here I feel like is not going to, someone here's leaving frustrated, like they don't get everything that they wanted out of this, or they weren't able to fully get what they really desired here out of this. And for others of you, this has to do with someone's behavior here with the Knight of Wands and the Temperance in reverse, and how maybe that has been something that's destructive here, and working on that. So not making a judgment call here until then, and taking time and being slow about it. Okay. Lots of different kinds of storylines I was feeling there. I hope y'all could pinpoint your storyline out of that, because I find in readings like this, I do get a lot of different types of storylines that come out. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen here after this. Let's just see. Let's see what's going to happen here. So you're ending this blessing, and well, not ending it, but the blessing here in the whole thing here is trying to work on something, trying to work something out, having an awakening or understanding. And this could be self-sabotage here as well, guys. You know, where your behavior or someone else's here sabotaged being able to balance something out and having this awakening so that you can work on that. So what's going to happen here after this? Divine timing. Yeah. I think this is waiting. You have ghosted here. Disappeared, silenced, ignored, and rejected. You have these two that came out together here, spiritual awakening and your intuition, which is something here may have woken you to your intuition here. Something here is going to make you throw your hands up with this. Give me one more for, actually, let's get a different deck. Fear is at the bottom here. Let's, where's my, Where is it? I wasn't planning on getting this deck, guys. Otherwise, I would have been more prepared. Probably. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, so let's see. Why is the divine timing here? What is divine timing? Okay, so this is the number 14. There's that Sagittarius energy there again. So waiting for someone's message. Maybe it taking too long, and so you're starting to get concerned or worried here. Ghosted. Fear stepping in, guys. Okay, we have main man here. Someone may go kind of quiet on you, and it may cause you to be, like, some time may go by. You may start to get worried. You haven't heard from this person here. This could be, you know, main man here, so with ghosted, so there could be that you feel like someone here is kind of ghosting you. With spiritual awakening, with intuition, despair. This despair here of whatever happens here where you're waiting causes this spiritual awakening. Because it's something that your intuition has already kind of picked up on in some way. Like, this is like a feeling of, I knew this was going to happen. Or I knew this was what would happen. Of course, if you're in a manifestation energy, which you are here with this fire, fire's, you know, about like you use the fire to build that manifestation. That desire is there, that passion's there for something. It can cause your worst fears to come out. It is that Mars energy, and you have romantic feelings there as well, with being at a crossroads. So being afraid that someone is making the wrong choice or will not choose them, or choosing something is something that's here. Choosing something else, that's somebody's fear. We did see that guarded energy before, so what's going to happen here with despair and intuition? Intuition? What is intuition? Community. And expectation is here as well. So there's something to do with your intuitions picking up on something around a community, okay? So that Three of Cups is there again. Yeah. This is something that you are already expecting. Like I said here, you're kind of expecting this to happen, and there's that card, expectation. Your intuition has been telling you something about a community, something about people around you or others around you, friends. This could be your romantic partner even. With that Three of Cups, it could be like a friendship or something to do with that. Your intuition's been picking up on this. I want to get one more. I can't do it. I tried. I wasn't going to. I was just sitting there. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna dive into that too much, but I can't help it. We're gonna do it. What is community? What is this about with intuition and community? Okay, you have an Emperor in the reverse this time. And you have a Nine of Pentacles. I don't like that. This is somebody that kind of acts single. This may be what you're coming into. You may be coming into this awakening that this Emperor here is not the Nine of Pentacles is an independent card, but it's also about your worth and value here. So there's someone here that is not worth what your value is, or not wanting what you want, or not the person that you thought they were, you know, this divine masculine energy here. This can also be like focusing on yourself. The bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups in reverse again. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Somebody, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. One more. Queen of Cups. This is like a Queen of Cups energy that is not committing here, not choosing not to work something out because of a lack of honesty here when it comes to this Three of Cups in reverse. An inability to trust a situation. There could be third party energy here. There's a lack of like someone that's not being, they're non-committal. This is just not going to work out. Because someone, I feel like, okay, this went in a weird direction, didn't it? This is not where I was planning on this going. It's almost like somebody has the best of intentions here, but your fear gets the best out of this situation because someone like triggers that fear. So someone's like triggering this fear, and it's playing out in a way of where it's, you have this emotional wake-up call here. You know, sometimes with blessings, I feel like, or good things that are coming towards you may not look good when they come in your direction, like a tower moment. But you realize like afterwards that it actually was the best thing. Unfortunately, that's what I'm seeing in y'all's reading. And I know I'm sorry. I just read the cards. So I can't tell you, I mean, I just read the cards. It's like, I just read the book. I didn't write the book. You know what I mean? So, you mean looking into the future in a way like this, you can always, there's always changes that can be made, of course. But some of this I feel like may just be, you know, faded in some way, because I feel like what's going on here is there's a want to balance something out, and a lot of thinking and a lot of analyzing and waiting to see a different point of view perspective within a relationship. There's some back and forth that goes on about kind of a back and forth blame here, or someone blaming the other person for, or like just not seeing eye to eye, right? And it about how to move forward, or communication is just way off, right? And not being able to understand each other is something that's really heavy there. And there's this feeling of despair when it comes to that. And there's this intuitive, like, knowing that there is someone here, divine masculine energy with the Emperor in reverse, that is not capable in some way. Not able to, they're not where they need to be, or not where they should be in some way. This is like somebody that's just about themselves, and you're just realizing this with this intuition. You've already known this, and there's something to do with community here that has been kept. Look, I bet that's the devil. Oh no, that's that Hangman in reverse. This is like getting an understanding within yourself of why you haven't, you know, like when you like, there's something off about this person. You know, that kind of feeling? Like there's something about the situation I try to reconcile in my head. Is this, you know, my fear here, or is this intuition here that's telling me this? And I think the blessing in all of it is that you're going to figure out it actually is your intuition. Your intuition is on about this person, and either what they want, almost kind of like who they are as a person. Can you give me Anything else here at all with the Emperor in reverse? This is like somebody that needs to work on themselves. They carry emotional baggage here, Six of Cups in the reverse, and you have the World here. This could have to do with an ending elsewhere. I saw the Five of Cups here, but it didn't come out. Anything else you can show me with that Six of Cups in reverse? There's the Devil. This is someone that could be, you know, still ending some emotional baggage here that they've needed to let go of something here. Or this can be like also ending something because someone is still holding on to some toxicities or to something that's not good for them, you know. They're too afraid to let go of someone or something. And that needs to end, and maybe it hasn't here with the Emperor. Anything else you can tell me about the Nine of Pentacles? Yeah, the Four of Swords. That's what causes this thinking. And you may be thinking about the people that you're around, or the people that this person's around. See how he's looking at all this? And this Nine of Pentacles can look like the Empress in a little bit lower vibration, where she's just happy and satisfied where she is. So for some of you, your intuition may be kind of picking up on that here. And this could be divine feminine energies, where the divine masculine is looking at something here of the past, or ending something here of the past that they've been holding on to. And this doesn't have to be a person. We do have the Six of Cups in reverse, though. But it's something that's they've been holding on to. They're still releasing. You know, they're still trying to release it, or they're still trying to get past it. They're focused on ending that, which is possibly making them need to focus on themselves. You have a King of Wands here. Leo energy, Capricorn there as well, and Aries. Yeah, you're picking up on this. Okay, this just came falling out of the deck. I had a bunch of questions like going through in my head, and this whole stack just dropped out. You have a Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so definitely for some of you, you're going to be faced with a decision in the future of what is balanced out for you, what makes sense here for you. King of Pentacles is under that. That could be someone else with the King of Pentacles. You have a fire sign and a earth sign here. Page of Wands is in reverse, so there could be a message that you're sitting on here even. And this could just be a message of your foundation or stability in some way. But there's some kind of commitment there. Making a decision around this. Now this came out when I had all these questions, which the Four of Wands is about union. It's about an event perhaps, or coming together, reunion, marriage, all that kind of stuff. Three of Pentacles in reverse, the lack of being able to commit. You have a Queen of Cups. That Queen of Cups is back. You have the Hanged Man in reverse. The Hierophant. So, wow. Look, okay. Hold on. What's in my hand is crazy. It's the Tower in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Wands. So there's this is the awakening. This is the spiritual awakening that's here. Is the confusion, conflict, or even for some of you, maybe someone else here. Someone not opening up, you know, someone being guarded or being protective, or this like understanding of this is what's taking place. Unable to see like the direction of what it is that you want in any other way. This is a like divine feminine energy that's wanting to protect herself in a situation. This is like you have 43 here and you have 43 here, which is autumn, which is about releasing and letting go. So this is like making peace here, harmony with the things not working out, showing yourself the love that you deserve here, getting yourself unstuck, and that's the lesson. And then here you have the Tower in reverse. the King of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Wands. So there's this fight or this battle here with this something not changing here with someone. Not changing how they, you know, they may be manipulative here, the King of Cups in reverse, Scorpio energy here. But this is like somebody that possibly for some of you might not want something to change here, and they may be coming in fighting for something. But for others of you, this is like recognizing that someone's not making the changes here. Like they're struggling here with this. Like it's too difficult almost. Like they're fighting here with the emotions, not so great emotions and things that they feel. And that's just, it's not something that's changing or is gonna change. Like I mentioned a squirrel, and there it is. And you figured that out. Well, Paul 2. That's not really what I wanted from this for you guys. Let's see what's going to happen overall after all this takes place. Fulfillment. I think that you're going to go into focusing on yourself. There's someone here that goes into healing, trying to release, like they have this desire to now, like you wake somebody up about themselves. And they go into needing to focus on that. With community here, I don't know if you're like you're still friends with this person, or you're still around them in some way. What's going to happen here moving forward? Pile 2 in the future. Truth. So you're going to finally like see the truth, see the light. We talked about that there. About what it is that you really want. This is going to help guide you or teach you about fulfillment and how you gain fulfillment here, okay? So there is this lesson here, guys, this overall lesson that you ultimately receive and play out here about protecting your peace and things that aren't working or working with you, things that are working against you, and how to unstick yourself from those things. Yeah, when something's not changing, you need to be the change, right? Look at that. You have community at the bottom of this deck too. It could be around community for some of you. And this Tower card looks so much like this community card because of the forest and all the butterflies that are around. And then here you have a rainbow, but here it's a lightning bolt. So it's like you have to go through this tower in order to get to the rainbow here. Yeah, you're cutting through like things that you feel like aren't good for you, don't serve you, and they're not imbalanced with you. Like you are just, I can't believe we don't see the Queen of Swords out here actually, but we have the Queen of Cups keep coming out. So it's like you're doing this because you're in a Queen of Cups energy. You're wanting to nurture yourself. You're doing what you feel like is best for yourself. And even though I feel like this has definitely been a hard experience and it's not over yet, you're doing like the best you can do to put forward the best possible opportunity at hand. Like giving someone the best opportunity or the benefit of a doubt or whatever your expectation here is. And you know, in the distant future, whatever it is that you've been concerned about here. Pathway, look at this card. It's number 35. Look at the butterflies in the forest. That's cool, huh? I want to keep that one up there. That is awesome. And change is right under that. Yeah, you're going towards your path, your direction that you feel like is best for you. And what you feel like concerns you, you're addressing here. Because you're trying to anchor something here in the distant horizon. And you have expectations about what that is. So ultimately in the future, you will get that fulfillment here. It's going to be honest and truthful because you have been honest and truthful about your peace and what that looks like. Surrounding yourself with people that you feel like are good for you and kind kind of getting rid of the things and the ones that don't serve you. For some of you, this might not be people. It could be whatever you surround yourself with. Could be like a routine. Every day you do, whatever it is. Something like that could be there as well. Definitely making peace here overall. That's the blessing. So, unfortunately, the way that I'm seeing this, like I said, you're going to have to go through kind of like autumn here, releasing. It's like you kind of have to go through an experience, but the way that you're going through it is the best possible way, and you're sticking to what it is that's important and right for you throughout this experience. So when you come on the end of it, you don't have any questions, you don't have any doubts. You're fulfilled with the truth that you're given, and you're on a new path here. And then there's wonders under that, because with this new path, which I do feel like you'll see in the future after you make this decision, this new path here is going to lead you to wonder what's ahead. But you aren't carrying anything with you. This is like reconciliation with the situation. It's kind of like a feeling of, well, I expect what I expect, and if, that doesn't happen here in the distant horizon, then I'm concerned, because I'm going to be changing my path, right? Live your dreams is here. Yeah, this is also recognizing you have your own dreams, and you don't want to live out somebody else's dream. You have your own dreams. That's interesting message. Love your dreams. Dear you, human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep, not just in bed, but the kind where you forget that you are a spiritual, immortal being taking on a temporary human form. It's not your fault. Sometimes someone... hold on. I'll get it. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. There's definitely this wake-up call here that you're getting, this spiritual awakening that's taking place. As you develop an identity, an ego, you begin to see through the eyes of your small self and have less connection to your soul self. You may not realize that this is going on, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and to see that magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in spirit, who is teaming with you to fulfillment. Potential lies in spirit. Wait, hold on, where'd I go? What is happening here? I skipped over this for some reason. Did I? Anyway, infinite potential lies. I stopped on lies, like potential lies. This may be what this is a card of suspicion here. So anyway, infinite potential lies in spirit, which is teaming with you to fulfill the contract that you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. So like I said, you may be waking someone else up. Wake up and remember that all the help that you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. Your mind, in alignment with the divine intelligence, is unstoppable. The world is yours to co-create. You are so loved, and we are all behind you. This is, you know what this is? This is waking up to the fact, where you may have woken up someone else as well, but it is waking up to the fact that you understand fully, or more fully, that you're able to create what it is that you want for yourself by not allowing things that aren't good for you, that don't serve you. You're sticking to this idea of what the best thing is for you, and you're not just solely focused on the community, perhaps, what everybody else wants. You're strictly focused on your peace, and you have this understanding emotionally that if something is not working or bringing you any kind of devil energy, toxicity in some way, of how to nurture yourself and get yourself unstuck from that situation. And with that clarity and that understanding and love that you have for yourself, you're able to have peace and closure to move forward. Gosh, I hope that y'all stuck around for the ending of this, because I feel like the energy levels just went up and up. You know, it's like we started here kind of, and I think that's you're gonna see what's gonna happen here is that you're starting here in kind of a place of kind of, you know, not the best kind of place, and with that release card, you know, having to release or let go of things, or thinking about that, you know, to a full understanding and this drive to the position that you really want to move into for yourself. Interesting charms. We have the sword here. Oh, hold on just a second. I had two, just fell in my lap. An O and the big, huge, I didn't even know that was in there. Some of you may get some sort of surprise, or some sort of gift or surprise or something like that is here, or something around Christmas time could be relevant as well. Some sort of gift surprise, or you're just seeing yourself in such a great way, right? But you are the gift. There you go. That's what that means. You are the gift. You have the sword here. So that sword of truth, that truth is there. That's something that's definitely going to come into play. You have the shovel, which is about what it is that you want to work on, or something coming up from the past, which we see there, or just, you know, the truth of someone may have dug themselves a hole, or they're digging some stuff up, something, I don't know, the truth about that. Anyway, we have the heart with wings, so being able to, yeah, to freedom, that's freedom. Freedom to explore, freedom to go towards what it is that you desire or want. Feeling free from something because you have this truth here. You have the 4, so there's your stability. You have the 0 here too, which is the number 40. But the 0 represents that full energy, so taking a risk or taking a leap here because you know, you want peace and security and safety. Or taking a risk here to gain that. We have an A, a 0, an L, or an O, a G. I already said that, didn't I? You have an A again and another A. So AAA is here, so that might be relevant for some of you as far as an AAA log. I don't know what that means. That could have to do with somebody in AAA that you're logging here or something like that. That's strange, huh? I don't know. Call AAA here. You have log. Taking notes of something. You have goal here as well. So logging or taking notes here. I don't know what that means for you guys. I can't like grab it, but I'm just going to let y'all have that one. We have go. I heard slow in my head. Okay. Somebody may be asking for some sort of proof of someone's stability. This is like being sober here, right? Something like that. Because of that. Okay. Could have to do with a job for some of you, or a career or something. All right, guys. So I don't know where that came from, but I'm going to leave you here. This is a super long reading. So I hope it helps. I hope it resonates. Definitely good luck. You are fixing to go, like, you're fixing to have a whirlwind. I'm not going to lie. The tower came out several times. So definitely there's some significant change coming. And remember, in the end of this, you're going to feel better than you do now and better than you are going through it. Okay? So I'm sending you love, sending you light. Thank you so much here for being here and your kindness. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the Tarot of Mystical Moments, this is going to be your reading. Now, real quick before we get started, because I'm realizing now, well into y'all's pile, the format and how I'm doing everything. When we're asking what is the blessing that's coming towards you, or what are the good things that are coming towards you, keep in mind that if you've been asking for something, whether that's clarity, understanding, conclusion, whatever that is, that could be the good thing that you've been asking for in order to help you to move in the direction that you need to move into. So keep that in mind during these readings. We're not just, y'all, I'm an honest reader, and I just read the cards and the message that needs to come through for you to hear. If you are getting into something ever in a reading that you feel uncomfortable, it doesn't make you feel good, you should never feel that way. It should only always bring in insight, understanding, clarity, comfort, just kind of a new perspective even. But it should never be like super triggering. You should never feel any of that. So if you are feeling that, either you aren't ready to hear those things, you need to experience more, or it's just not your message. It's just not your pile. And that's okay too. It could be someone around you and you're picking up on their energy and it's their pile, their story, depending on how closely connected you are with others, right? That's just the way that I feel. Okay, so here we go. So be open-minded. This is something that is a blessing. Sometimes I realized after I did this reading, like, oh, well, there are blessings in disguise. So I guess that makes sense. So I'm trying to bring like just positive readings, and Spirit's like, nope. You're gonna tell it like it is. So here we go. So I want to tap into your current energy right now so that you can know if this is your reading for sure or not. Just a little energy check-in. So before we kind of get into the reading, it helps me as a reader to understand you as well. So what is pile 3's current energy? What is pile 3's current energy? I just saw this already. This is number 34, always. This is your current energy. So you could be in a relationship for some of you right now. Number 34, let's see what the key word of that is. Okay, here we go. Number 34, infinity. This card first wants you to speak of infinity. To truly understand life, you must understand that you have always been and always will be. You are a part of a divine source that rules the universe. Your spirit and your soul are immortal. As the physical body passes from existence, your energy body survives, eventually to move back to join the spirit. And down here it says, play a song over and over in your head. So even though we see this infinity here, so some of you may be in a relationship, for some of you may be seeing someone as your, forever there, always. Going towards some sort of union here is here for some of you. Someone that you feel like or you see that's in alignment with you. This is the energy that you're currently in, okay? For others of you, it may be that you have an idea of who it is that you would be interested in, or you are infatuated here with someone, okay? And it's like you've always been infatuated with this person. They've always kind of made you feel a certain way. You have a close bond or connection with this person. It's like no matter what occurs or happens, you're still very attracted to this person. So let's keep going here. This is the current energy that you're in. Let's see what the energy will be in when this blessing comes towards you, okay? What energy will you be in when this blessing comes towards you? Coffee break. So this is the number 2, which is partnerships. You could be on a break here of some sort. When this blessing comes towards you, you could be on somewhat of a break here, maybe with someone. You could be in a place of just trying to comfort yourself. You could be isolated here. You could be trying to find balance, comfort, or peace. Making peace with something, or there could be something to do with communication here. So you could be finding comfort when it comes to communicating, maybe during a break or with making a decision. Trying to comfort yourself with making a decision and communication around this. What is the blessing that's coming in for pile 3? What is the Dormouse, number 28. So there's definitely a cycle that's closing. A decision to move in a direction, which is something that keeps coming through these readings, but the Dormouse, see how he's on the outside? Moving away from something is something that's here. Let's see what the key word is here for these two. The bottom of the deck is Autumn, which is another card that came out earlier. And it's about releasing. Okay. So let's see what the keywords are here for coffee break. For the energy you'll be in when this comes towards you. You have appreciation. So having appreciation here for a break is something that's here, is what you're in. Like taking a break here, maybe from, you know, that infatuation or always kind of being connected or thinking here about someone or something. So what is the Dormouse here with 28, with this blessing? This good thing that's coming for pile 3 is home. It's about home. And this literally says down here, have fairies over for tea today. You could be having a reunion here with someone for some of you. You may have been feeling on the outside, but this person's been keeping an eye on you here. But you may be having a reunion here with someone in the near future. Also, home is the 4th house, which is Cancer. So having some sort of security or stability here. Some of you may be breaking some kind of codependency. Releasing some sort of codependency here on someone or a relationship. But I also see a conversation, communication, a conversation. And a release that takes place. Now I'm seeing this card differently than the last time it came out. Now I'm seeing it as releasing a commitment or obligation, responsibility, or something like this. Maybe even kind of a burden. This has maybe been something that's been somewhat of a burden. Tell me what is a blessing. 2 of Cups in the reverse. So this is someone that you're disconnected with, perhaps someone that you're not communicating with, or that you are broke up with, or someone, yeah, there's a lack of harmony between the two of you, lack of trust. Tell me more what the blessing is. There's the 3 of Pentacles I just talked about here with the releasing in reverse. So releasing or something not working out, not a lack of commitment, or not something not coming together. There's 5 there, so there's a change. Okay. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That would be your home. The Fool. You're about to have a new beginning here with someone. Someone that you still, look at this. This is someone that you could have been family, you could have had a long-term relationship, you could have been committed to this person. You're wanting to work something out here with this person, and there's this energy of starting over. For some of you, this may be releasing a long-standing commitment here with someone, or a long-standing infatuation or some sort with someone, and you're wanting a new beginning here. So it's going to look a little differently for some of you, what this exactly this is. You have to remember whatever it is that you've been wanting here. This is something that you've been desiring. You may have had a lot of cycles here with someone. There may have been outside interference here, gossip or outside interference in some way. You have Aries energy here. Give me one more. Yeah, the Five of Cups in reverse. There's healing here. There's making amends. You're making amends here with someone in your life or in your past. Making amends with something. Two of Cups in reverse. But I feel a conversation. Strength in reverse. Weren't strong enough to bring something together. It's like the relationship wasn't strong enough to survive, or the two of you were playing off of each other's vulnerabilities. And so there was an impossibility for things to be able to move forward. Strength in reverse is like a relationship not withstanding the Three of Pentacles or the Ten of Pentacles, because it just wasn't strong enough here, right? You have Leo energy here. Why is the Three of Pentacles here in reverse? The Sun, so more Leo energy. So this is the understanding. This is like understanding, like seeing the joy out of something not coming together. Like, I understand. I can see why things didn't work out. And it will make you kind of think about your past, perhaps. Or now it makes sense why everything didn't work out for the best in some way. So why is the Ten of Pentacles here? This is like having an understanding with someone. Yeah. So you had some sort of Ten of Pentacles here, and the Nine of Cups is here to clarify that. Tell me more. Give me one more about that. The Seven of Cups. So the two of you may have wanted very different things here. That could be something that's here, like an understanding about that. It could be that something wasn't making you happy. But for some of you, this can be like being emotionally confused, because you feel as if no matter if you have everything that you need or want, you still don't feel happy or satisfied, and you've been confused about that. This could be like you had to go explore your options, or you wanted to go explore your options here. Desire to do that. Why is the Fool here? Or this is looking too like nothing else is out there. Like, I can't find anything else like what I had here with you. Why is the Fool here? The Page of Wands in reverse. You're going to get a message here from somebody that you weren't expecting, wanting a new beginning. And this is like a feeling of being afraid here. Like this wasn't what you were expecting, and I don't think that you're nearly prepared for this either. Tell me about the Five of Cups in the reverse. The Eight of Cups. This is about closure. Emotionally, whatever's going on here emotionally, you're walking away from something that caused a weakness in you. You've kind of experienced life ever since this connection in a way of what has, like, comparing everything to this connection in some way. And it being almost your weakness here. And what happens, whether you're with this person or not, I think that you will get some kind of either message here from Spirit, where you can see something more clearly, and it kind of cleanses you from this. Or this is an actual message from someone that comes in very unexpectedly. See, I hate to say this, guys, but I don't think all of you are going to get this face-to-face recognition here from someone. Some of you, this is just some sort of, awareness that you're getting here from Spirit. But it's going to cleanse you, and you're going to, there's a opportunity for renewal. But I don't know necessarily that you take that leap for some of you. But I do feel like for most of you, there's this coming together and kind of reconciling and making amends and walking away from something emotionally. And it could be a relationship here emotionally, like you both understand why something didn't work out or isn't going to work out. There's this wall, this inability for the two of you to get past this wall in some kind of way, and why that has been. So with a break, maybe this understanding has come into play, and now you can come back together and have this closure here, you know. Tell me more about the Eight of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. So there is a decision here, or an option, or balancing something out. What is this about, this Two of Pentacles? The Magician. You're going to have to make a decision of what you want here. Wow. Anything else you can tell me about this? We have Virgo down here. About this Magician. Five of Wands in the reverse. Some of you may decide to go your separate ways. You know, whatever decision you make here with this, it's going to change. Some things open up some new doors here for you because this is something that you're healing from. You know, it's funny. The two swans are here in the Eight of Cups, and then here you have the Magician, which has one swan in the hat. A birthday may be relevant or important. Some kind of conflict around this, or like you're gonna have to make a move here. Of what move, you know, what like you have it's your choice, it's your turn. Like you have an opportunity here, and you have two of them sitting in front of you, and it has to do with walking away from something and making amends, and you're trying to figure out what direction or which piece you should move, basically. Interesting. What is the Page of Wands in the reverse with the Fool? The Four of Cups. There's this message that kind of puts you in your head somewhat, you know. It makes you it makes you think about the past. It makes you kind of depressed, or not. I don't want to say depressed because it's not the Five of Pentacles is here. It just makes you, it's something that maybe you thought you were getting over, or you needed to, or something that comes back into a place of your reality, and it makes you go into this like reevaluation. It's like a feeling of, I feel safe right here where I'm at, and now this is kind of like disturbing your peace because you're having to, something's starting all over again in a way, and you're having to reevaluate or think about things from the past, which is how you make a decision here as well. Tell me about the Strength in reverse with the Two of Cups. This is like a relationship that is your weakness in some way. Three of Swords. There is a separation or a heartbreak here that where you've basically forgiven someone. Why is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse with the Sun? The High Priestess. So whatever you felt like with the Sun and the High Priestess, Pisces energy, maybe there's been silence here between the two of you. This is like two people going their separate ways here to find their own truth or clarity about why something didn't work out or come together. This is doing some soul searching here about that, and finding your own clarity and understanding within. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. You may have some choices here. Yeah, you have the Star. You have a choice here. And you're confused here. Look at the two. He's holding the star here, and then you shove the star that's there. This is Aquarius energy. It's you're having to reevaluate something that at one time was your wish fulfillment, or that you may still even see value in. Like you still, this is something that still in some way brings you happiness, or joy. And you're thinking about the healing process that you've been through. Okay, now I've healed past this in a certain way. And do I really want to start this all over again? You know, something like that is there. Okay, so what's going to happen here moving forward? For some of you, you may have some options. You have the Seven of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So needing to make a move, needing to decide on something is there. What you need to walk away from, what you, if you want to walk away from this, if you want to make amends here, what's going to happen here moving forward for pile 3? The Temperance. Number 14, Temperance. The change is going to take place. Peace. You have the umbrellas over their head. So wanting to protect something is something that's here. The Hanged Man in reverse, but feeling stuck. Wanting to make peace with the situation, wanting to make peace here or bring something together, turn something into a reality. Like you've maybe, something's coming, it's like something coming around that you wanted. And now that you're in a good solid spot, here it comes, and you're like, God, you know, I just went through all this stuff, you know, and then here it is in front of you, and it's making you reevaluate where you are. Like, are you really healed from that, you know, or something like that is there. That Hanged Man is like, okay, I really want, this is Sagittarius energy, so wanting to kind of go towards something here, Pisces again. I really want to like go towards something here, but I feel stuck, you know, I feel like I can't see up from down. I don't know which way to go. And you have a Knight of Wands, which is this need or want to go. Like you have this urge or want to kind of move in this direction, but it's just like you can't. Why is Temperance here? Queen of Swords. So wanting to find peace or wanting to have a conversation could be something that's here. Why is the Hanged Man in reverse? The Three of Cups. So there's that union. That's a reunion coming together with someone. You're kind of stuck here at what to do. You could be in a third party situation for some of you, or you have been. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Page of Swords. There's either you're gonna send a message or this person's gonna send a message. I feel like it's you. Look at this. There's a union that's gonna take place. Queen of Swords, Page of Swords. This is that conversation about the Three of Cups, which is coming back together, reuniting, having that conversation, emotional conversation about the Justice in reverse. What went wrong? Why something didn't work out? Libra energy. King of Cups in the reverse. Still not feeling right fully about the situation. Somebody not opening up here, perhaps emotionally. Being unfair with their emotions. Wheel of Fortune. Someone that wasn't valuing someone else or wasn't giving of themselves in the proper way to the other. Someone that may have had an opportunity here for love or to express themselves or be fair, and they didn't. Tell me what kind of energy is this Queen of Swords in? So this is definitely someone that is guarded. Again, this person has had their eye on you. But this is definitely someone that's been guarded. And this is someone I feel like maybe you've, you know, still kind of has your heart here. Why is the Queen of Libra energy? You have the Moon in reverse, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah. This is the person breaking their silence here, wanting to express some things. It has to do with like still being attached. Maybe deception is part of this with that fox that's there. Wanting to be kind of playful though, but wanting a new beginning. So tell me about the Page of Swords. See, the Page of Swords is the one that's sitting on this understanding, now knowing, now understanding, and having a wish. Like this was once a wish, right? You have the Tower there, Scorpio energy. So that this is somebody that wants, that's clinging on to the Tower, wanting to try to hold something here together. This is something that the two of you like kind of both knew was fated or gonna happen at some point. What is the Tower here with that Page of Swords? The Devil. There's an attachment that's still here, where someone wants to hold on to a foundation. Why is the Moon here in reverse? What is this about? The Emperor in reverse. This is someone on this side here that understands how maybe they had like a need to control, or control of energy, like they were always trying to control you or control the situation or something like that. So that's this person's understanding. This person's understanding is the attachment and how they've wanted to hold or maybe sabotage themselves, either because of some toxicities that are here. You have a Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So this is a card of, and the other King of Cups, it's definitely somebody from your past. Definitely. There's the Decision. King of Pentacles. So you're going to be in a place to where you have to start thinking about your stability, and you're looking at it going, okay, what is right for me here, right? You have a decision on your hands. This is something that maybe once was blocked, this choice or this other decision here, this conversation. And the King of Wands is like, I want to go towards this. I want to have this conversation. I'm ready to express myself. I want to do this. I need to pick a direction. Queen of Cups, I still have feelings here. I still have emotions here. I want to protect something here. Five of Pentacles, this is like a feeling of missing someone, or feeling of lack or abandonment. Like you don't want to abandon someone that you still care about or have feelings for. Six of Cups in reverse is like you're still carrying some emotional baggage when it comes to this. There's still some things that need to be, you feel like you would want to reconcile with the past, because maybe you've known this person for so long, or you have kids together, or you shared some really good memories together here with this person, you know, and you have a King of Cups in the reverse. Now, this deck has two Kings of Cups and all that, but one of them is the feminine version, and you see her dress is the sailboat here, like the Six of Swords would be a transition or getting to a calmer place, and it's going through the mountain here. So cutting through some things, some obstacles is something that's here. Maybe where someone once had an inability to do that, but now they feel like they can. They feel like they've kind of figured out where the imbalance was, or why something wasn't working out in some way. Giving someone justice is something that's here as well. Someone maybe had an inability to emotionally express themselves, or they were manipulating someone or a situation. And then you have that Nine of Wands in reverse, which is about, I feel like it's like someone has gone through this clarity, understanding fight here, this internal fight here. And this could be someone that's always had their guard up in some way. And now they're releasing that guard. They're putting their guard down. They're putting their shield down. And they're kind of opening up here about a past and missing someone, or feeling like a lack here when it comes to someone, and wanting to go towards that person, you know. But there's a Seven of Swords here in reverse, the Ten of Wands. It's like really seeing something and saying, I feel like I need to at least see what they have to say. It's that kind of an energy. Does that make sense? Okay. What do I get? Let's see what we can get for future. What's going to happen here in the future of this? Can you tell me here what's going to happen in the... Well, that came right out. Epiphany. Discovery, realization, sudden insight to reality. Dig deep within for answers. The World. Closing a cycle is something that's here. Rewards after hard lessons. And new worlds opening up. Completion. What's going to happen here? Closure is there, right? Miracles. Miracles are unfolding, blessings are surrounding you, and luck is on your side. The bottom of this, we have Miss Lazy Daisy. Procrastination, reluctant to make an effort, and lack of action. With the Queen Bee. Standing out from the rest, a natural leader and ruler of your heart, or of their heart. I feel like there's something to do with not giving someone, or procrastinating here. Reluctant to make an effort. There's someone here that may have your heart here, but you may find that this person is like, give me one more for that. What is that? What does that mean? Lone wolf. Happy single, free spirit, choosing to stay single. That's what I was trying to figure out. There may be someone here, you have friendship here and truth as well. So, okay, that wanted to come out. We'll just leave it. Rocking horse and indecisions underneath that, and worth the fight. Okay, that makes sense. There's someone here that you know, friendship is here. So, that's wanting to keep a friendship perhaps, or keep it casual. They feel as if maybe perhaps they don't know that this is kind of worth the fight. And this may have been an on and off kind of relationship that's here with someone. This is someone that sees kind of the truth of a situation. They want closure here, but I think that they also, and this may be you guys, so take it how it resonates. But it's also that this is someone that may be wanting to stay single. They're reluctant to make any kind of effort here towards moving forward. And this could be you, because you feel as if you've already had some sudden realizations and you see this as closure, or they see this as closure. And then luck is on your side here in the future. So there's something to do with this, however this works out is a blessing. Like however this works out, it's meant to work out in this particular way, if that makes sense. In order to bring in some luck here for you. It says blessings are surrounding you. What is this miracle? Please. So sorry, guys. The school's calling me, and anyway, I had to pause real quick. Okay. Bottled up here, holding back, pent up emotions, and calm and collected. Maybe it might be a miracle this person is, or you are calm and collected. It could be that you've been holding back some feelings here, and it with blessings surrounding you. So the bottom of the deck, I also want to say, is a long list. High maintenance, unrealistic high standards, and never satisfied. So it could be that you're lucking out here, because there may be somebody here that is high maintenance. It's just for some of you. For others of you, it could be the other way around. It could be that, you know, you feel like this person here in the future, you feel like, you know what, they'll never be satisfied. They'll always hold their feelings back, or there'll always be pent up emotions here about everything. And that might be like, that's a long, like unrealistic high standards. It's just like, this may be something that you've been bottling up, or something that you now understand, that it's like, this just isn't gonna, like, this may be a blessing in disguise, like we talked about. You know, this may be a good thing, because this person may just be unrealistic in some way. You have hard to please here, so there's just maybe somebody that's hard to please. I don't know, I just feel like you're going to come out of this feeling like this was a blessing. However that looks for you guys. You may be hold back your emotions, or holding back here in a way, when it comes to feeling as if this person they're just really hard to please. Their standards maybe just ridiculously high, you know. So it's like, you know what, that would have been a really hard situation, and I would have to bottle up a lot of how I feel, and I don't want to have to do that. So in a relationship, you know, so this is actually works out in the way that you want it to. Let me see if I can pull anything else with that. Epiphany? What is this epiphany? Main female? So there's some sort of realization that takes place with this main female, this choice here in some way that you're making. Why is the world here? Why is the world here? Marriage. Number 3. So there's a progression. This is that union coming together. I feel like this is closure. For some of you, this is that decision, okay? This is what's coming. This is what's going to happen. You're going to have your realization. If you've been stuck on a decision here, this is something that you're going to have it's going to help you, give you the understanding, the realization of what you needed, and closing a cycle out. I mean, there was a big, heavy, hard lesson here that you're getting past. And I think you're progressing, and it's going to help bring you what you need in order to make a choice and move forward with yourself. Why is the miracles here? Which is basically like the overall message, right, in all these readings. 20, house. That house is here. So this, for some of you, could be about a house, like something to do with the miracle about a house. Number 20 is the judgment. So making a judgment call here about a house could be something that's here. Or some sort of stability. What is that bottling up in long list with miracles? Distant horizon. What is that about? Can you please give me anything else? Please. Message. Okay. There's some sort of message here that comes through where somebody's been bottling up their feelings about something being unrealistic. And it could have to do with a house or stability or being able to maintain something here, making a judgment call around this. This can look in the way of, let's be honest, this is not going to be stable. Like, I have to make a judgment call here about my security or my safety in some kind of way. Or a home even. This could have to do with selling or buying a home. You do have main female, marriage, and house. So the world could have to do with the move or distance even. Miracle could do with have blessings that are coming your way here. Could be a home for some of you. Or it's just changing the stability, right, or foundation. But there's a message where a long list comes in the distant horizon about feelings and emotions about this that gets brought up. Okay. Anything else you want to tell me about that? Because I just can't stop. They gave me 3 cards. They gave me 3 cards when I said that. Okay. There's a change. It's going to take place. There's bad health. So something unexpected could take place where there's an obligation here and you have child. You may have to make some changes here because of a child or something like that, needing to make some changes because of that, something may not be very good for a child or something like that, like within a home or foundation, needing to make a change because of that, something that's there. I'm going to leave this here because I feel like for most of you, you'll know what this is. But I can tell you 31 is the number 4, which is that stability home. So it could have to do with someone's home not being stable, secure, safe, or in something like that. Sending a message here about that and needing a change for a child. Like, this could even look in the way of like needing to stay or needing to be protected in some kind of way. Like, something may not be good for a child in some way that needs to change. I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm sorry. I can't tie into that anymore because I feel like I'm trying to narrow it down to one person's story, and I try to stay away from that. But you do have message of concern at the bottom with great fortune. Message of concern. Okay. What advice do you have? Message of concern. So you may be getting some sort of sorry, I know I went quiet. I don't want to just keep talking. I want to go through it in my head first. Hold on. Okay, let's keep going. The 18 is Moon in Tarot, so it's like somebody's wanting to move something forward, but they could be even needing help here. Needing to be looked after or watched over in some kind of way, and a child could be involved because things are changing. This could look in the way of this too, like, okay, my house isn't up to par or doing good or whatever, and things are changing here. Is it okay if, you know, I stay with you for a little while? You know, something like that is there. That's okay. I did it. I told you I wouldn't, and I did it anyway. I got deeper into it, didn't I? I did. So you have release here. Release grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activity. And that release is here with autumn. Expansion. So in order to expand, you have to release something. But you have to kind of figure out what that is that you want. And what's coming towards you is the understanding of what it is that you need to release. A new opportunity. Insights gained from a new job, new experience, or partner. Some of you, this is a partner. And for some of you, you're making a choice here to move into maybe a commitment. You have that always forever card there. Moving towards someone, wanting a commitment, and a change taking place here when it comes to a home or a child. Okay. Y'all got two of them. Now, I'm just going to take the one that turned up, and I'm going to put this one back, but it says live your dreams. It's a card that talks about knowing how things, like there being a higher purpose to things, okay? So, you are loved. Dearest you, we are sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it's taken you for you to reach some of your goals, and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest that you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune into the vibration of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into thinking or seeing something else as your reality. But we know that happy rewards are on their way to you now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet comments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving at any destination. You are surrounded by so much love and care. Can you feel us? I'm going to tell you what I feel. Okay. I feel like you may be having closure here with something of your past, an opportunity for that. And closure, with the closure comes this idea or realization that someone may not want the same things that you do. And with that, you're going to have some sort of epiphany about maybe what it is that you do want, where you decide on that, and there's some sort of closure or completion that takes place where you move into union here with this whole idea of expansion and what it is that you want to pursue with this new opportunity. There's stability that's here, and I think there's going to be some sort of message that comes in that creates an opportunity for change. For some of you, this may come in a way of someone bottling up their emotions, maybe a child, maybe of how they feel about a situation. And whatever this is, it's going to bring, like this could be someone that's not happy where they are or something like that. But whatever this is, it's going to bring this awareness that's going to change your foundation. And I think it's going to be like a whole new energy that's here. For some of you, there may be a child here, and this is a side note, that could be bottling up how they feel about the changes that are taking place, especially if it has to do with the home, and wanting something to change there. Like someone that they feel like they're never happy or satisfied and they need or want something to change here. Okay, I'm going to drop it. Quit talking about it. I'm going to leave it alone, and I'm going to get some initials. I just feel like that part right there always keeps pulling me back in. That is a lot. Isn't that a lot? That is a lot. So we have the piglet, so curious, and there's that conversation, Pisces energy again with the two fish. So curious about a conversation here with someone. The strawberry is about the sweeter things, going towards what you feel like is the sweeter things here. You have the thread, so still having an attachment or being connected here to someone. Digging up something from the past. You have that new opportunity there. You have a K here. You have a new moon here. So new cycle. You have a 5, which is about change. And there's your 4, which is about the stability, foundation, change in your foundation. The star would represent healing. Also, we saw that here with your past energy. It can also represent Aquarius energy. It can represent a desire or wish that you may have. You have the 0, so there's that Fool, taking a leap towards changing your stability. Going after something that you want or have. You have a J, a Q, an N, an A, an O, a W or M, a T, an S, an A. There's a lot of things. Want is right there. Wants, like what somebody wants. I saw a woman. Street, smart. These are things that are just coming to mind, so I'm saying them, okay? This could be a W here too. I don't know if I said that or not. Mom, 1. Okay, I'm going to hold this up so y'all can see it all. And we'll leave you here. Saturday may be important. I heard or Sunday in my head, so there you go. So thanks so much, guys, for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness, of course. I hope this helps. Good luck to you with this, and I hope to see you soon.